Morning, children. Today we are going to revise the chapter Computer Hardware. I'll be touching upon the important points of the chapter, okay? And later you can ask me whatever questions come to your mind, whatever doubts you have. Now, first question is, what is hardware? All the physical components of a computer which we can touch and feel. Okay, we studied this in class 2 also. There are physical components which we can touch and feel. Example, keyboard, printer, monitor, speaker and mouse. Okay, so we can on any time hold this, right? So hardware components are of various types like input devices, output devices, storage devices and system unit. They all come under hardware components. The hardware component used to enter the data and information. Whenever we want the computer to do something for us, we give inputs using keyboard, mouse. Okay, so these are all the input devices. A keyboard, a standard keyboard is called a QWERTY keyboard that we have already studied, and a standard keyboard has 104 keys. Okay, then mouse has 2 buttons and 1 scroll wheel. Mouse is also called a pointing device. What all can we do with a keyboard? We can enter data using the keys. And what can we do with a mouse? We can select and we can do some drawing. Okay. Then scanner is an input device which is used to enter images and text and drawing into the computer. So if you have a hard copy and we want a soft copy in a computer, we want a copy of it in a computer, then we use a scanner. Okay. Now what is hard copy and what is soft copy? Soft copy is something which we see on the computer screen, and hard copy is something which we can hold in our hands. Okay, like on a paper we can hold it. Now joystick is an input device that can be attached with a computer to play games. It is used to control different movements in a game. So everybody is aware what a joystick is. Yes, we use it for playing the games, for moving the let's say a man, moving him forward, making him jump, making him run, moving back, turning left, turning right. Okay, this can be done using a joystick. Then a microphone is an input device that is used to record voice on a computer. So if we want to record our voice, we'll be using a microphone. You can record any type of voice including your own voice, and we can save it on a computer. Digital camera, also called digicam. So these days all our mobiles have digicams, right? So we can capture and store images, photographs and videos. Okay, next is touch screen. Touch screen is an input device where the finger works like a mouse, pointing device. So we can enter data into a computer using touch screen. Output devices which show us the final result. Okay, so monitor, printer, speaker. What does the monitor show us? Monitor shows us the output in the form of, let's say, a cartoon, a file, text, image. Okay, and what does a printer do? Printer gives a printout on a paper. The printout on a paper is called a hard copy. Okay, and the text file that we see on the computer is called the soft copy. Then speakers are the output device which actually we are able to hear the sound from. Okay, so when I give the input to the computer to play a file, I click on a song. It sends it to the output device speaker where we are able to hear the song. So speakers are another output device. Now, the speakers come in different shapes and sizes. Next is storage devices. Whatever work we do on a computer is saved in a computer on the storage devices, okay, for future use. Hard disk is the main storage device, and it is also called hard drive, and it can store large amount of data at a very fast speed. Next is CD-ROM disk, that is compact disk read only memory. CD-ROM stands for compact disk read only memory. It is used to save data. It is circular in shape and it can store up to 700 MB of data. Now, how is it different from DVD disk? DVD is looks wise, DVD is similar to CD, but it can store more data than a CD. It can store 4.7 GB. Now, what is MB and what is GB? MB is megabytes and GB is gigabytes. Megabytes is a smaller unit and gigabyte is a bigger unit. Next is pen drive. Pen drive is another storage device, and we can carry it from one place to another, and we use it to transfer data from one device to another with ease. Okay, so if I do some work in the school and I need to carry it home, I can carry it in a pen drive and I can come home and do my work, okay, and then later carry it back to the school, back to the office. Next is other hardware components. System unit. Okay, system unit is the metal box which is actually placed next to the monitor. We call it CPU, right? So it is not the CPU. The CPU is inside that system unit. Other than the CPU, what all does a system unit contain? It contains the motherboard, it contains the RAM, random access memory, it contains the hard drives. Okay. Now, system unit, every computer has a system unit which is also called a computer case. System unit protects the internal electronic components from damage. Front of the computer case has one on-off button, the drives and the activity lights, and the back of the computer has ports where we connect the mouse, the keyboard and the monitor. Now, components inside the system unit, the motherboard, also called the system board, which contains large number of electronic components. The CPU, also called microprocessor, is the brain of the computer, okay, which performs all the functions. Then disk drives like CD drive and hard disk drive. So these are all the components which are there inside the system unit. So in this chapter, what we studied is that physical components that we can touch and feel are called hardware. A mouse is an input device used to select or move items on a computer screen. Buttons on a keyboard are called keys. Monitor is an output device used to display all the work done on a computer. Then printer is an output device that prints the output on a paper. A system unit is a box-like case and stands near the monitor. And CPU is the brain of the computer. So this finishes the chapter. Thank you.